Hello students, this is experiment number 3, study of characters of animal specimens and identification with reasons. First write objective of the experiment, that is study of characters of specimens and identification with reason. After this write the names of all the animals which you have to identify and comment upon. Then write the requirements. We require slides, charts and models of specimen for identification and for comments. First organism is Amoeba proteus. It belongs to phylum Protozoa and class Rhizopoda. See its features. Number 1, it is unicellular, microscopic, irregular shaped organism. Second, it changes its shape by putting forth and withdrawing pseudopodia. These pseudopodia are the locomotory organelles of amoeba. The body is covered with plasma membrane. The protoplasm is distinguished into outer ectoplasm and inner endoplasm. Also, there is prominent nucleus in the center. Food vacuoles and contractile vacuoles are present in cytoplasm. Next organism is Hydra vulgaris. It belongs to phylum Coelenterata and class Hydrozoa. See its features. Number 1, the body consists of an elongated tube with closed base. This base is called as basal disc and there is single opening at oral end and this is called mouth. The region around the mouth is called hypostome, which bears finger-like projections called tentacles. Body wall has 2 layers, outer ectoderm and inner endoderm. That's why it is called diploblastic. Tentacles bear stinging cells or nidocytes and these nidocytes are used for defense. In mature Hydra, a bud and gonads are seen. You can see all these features in the diagram of Hydra. Next organism is Fasciola hepatica, liver fluke. It belongs to phylum Platyhelminthes and class Trematoda. See its features. It is an endoparasite in the bile passage of vertebrates. It is dorso-ventrally flattened. A mouth is surrounded by an oral sucker and little below mouth there is a posterior sucker or acetabulum on ventral side. On ventral side between 2 suckers there is a gonopore. Next, posterior end of body bears an excretory pore and there is no opening for fecal matter. Next is Ascaris lumbricoids. Phylum is Nematoda and genus is Ascaris and species is lumbricoids. Now see the features. It is an intestinal parasite found in humans. The body is cylindrical with tapering ends. The animal shows sexual dimorphism, means they have male and female separately in different organisms. Males are smaller than females. Posterior end of male is curved, having cloacal aperture with pineal setae. In females, the genital pore and anus open separately. Let us move to Ferritima, posthema, earthworm. See the diagram. The body is elongated, cylindrical, segmented and bilaterally symmetrical. The first segment is peristonium having mouth and you can also see in the diagram a prominent band called clitellum is present on 14th, 15th and 16th segments. Female genital pore is present in 14th segment and male genital pore is present on 18th segment. Also note, in 17th and 19th segments, the genital papillae are present. Last segment has anus and earthworm is a hermaphrodite. Both sex organs are present in single organism. Hirudinaria or leech, it belongs to phylum Annelida. It is an ectoparasite, sucking blood of cattle, frogs and even humans. Body is elongated and dorso-ventrally flattened. A small anterior and large posterior sucker is present. Mouth is ventral and anus is dorsal in position. Body is divided into 33 true segments. Except first 2 and last 7, each segment is superficially subdivided into annuli or rings. Next, Paleomon or prawn. It belongs to phylum Arthropoda. Now see the characteristic features of prawn. Its body is elongated, spindle shaped and bilaterally symmetrical, and it is divided into anterior cephalothorax and posterior abdomen. Head has 5 pairs of appendages, and these appendages are antennulus, antennae, mandibles and maxillae. Thorax has 8 pairs of appendages. Out of these, 5 pairs of walking legs are there, and these 5 pairs of walking legs, 2 are chelate legs and 3 are non-chelate legs. Also, a protective carapace is present on dorsal side. This carapace is produced anteriorly into saw-like rostrum, and also it covers head and thorax. Now come to abdomen. Abdomen has 6 pairs of appendages. First 5 are bimerous, pleopods, and 6th one is uropod. Next come to Bombixmori. It also belongs to phylum Arthropoda and class Insecta. Now see the characteristic features. First, the body is divided into 3 parts: head, thorax and abdomen. Second, head bears a pair of compound eyes and a pair of short and thick antennae. Third point, thorax bears 2 pairs of dull colored wings and 3 pairs of legs. Fourth point, the body and wings are covered with minute scales. Fifth point, the abdomen is short and thick. And last point, moths are nocturnal and keep their wings stretched while at rest. Come to next, Apis dorsetta, honey bee. It also belongs to phylum Arthropoda and class Insecta. Now see the characteristic features of it. The body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. The head bears a pair of large compound eyes and a pair of jointed antennae. The thorax is divided into 3 parts: prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax. 3 pairs of legs and 2 pairs of wings are present on the thorax. Come to abdomen. The abdomen consists of 6 visible segments and bears wax gland and the sting. Next is Pilar globosa. It belongs to phylum Mollusca and class Gastropoda. Now see the characteristic features of it. It has a soft and slimy body enclosed in a coiled calcareous shell. The opening of shell is closed by operculum. Next point, the body is differentiated into head, foot, visceral mass and mental. Shell is univalved and coiled. The foot is muscular and broad and used in creeping. Head is distinct with eyes and tentacles. Sexes are separate with slight dimorphism. Asterious rubens, starfish, belongs to phylum Echinodermata. Animal is star shaped with 5 radiating arms. It is radially symmetrical and the body has downwardly directed oral surface and upwardly directed aboral surface. Mouth is present towards the oral surface and anus is present towards the aboral surface. A distinct madreporite is present on aboral surface leading to water vascular system. On the ventral surface, ambulacral grooves are present in each arm containing tube feet, and these tube feet help in locomotion. Next, Scoliodon belongs to phylum Chordata. Characteristic features are: first, body is streamlined, laterally compressed with long pointed snout. Mouth and nasal aperture are ventral in position. 5 pairs of gill slits are present on lateral side. Body has large dorsal fin, small second dorsal fin and a ventral fin. These are all unpaired fins. Also, there are paired fins like anterior pectoral fins and posterior pelvic fins. Tail is provided with caudal fin. Also, there are placoid scales. Placoid scales are present all over the body, and the skeleton of Scoliodon is made of cartilage. So, skeleton is cartilaginous in Scoliodon. Next, Labia. It belongs to phylum Chordata and class Osteichthyes. See its features. Number 1, body shape is streamlined and it is covered with cycloid scales. Mouth is terminal in position and there are 5 pairs of gill slits which are covered with operculum. Fins are present for locomotion. Caudal fin is homocercal. Homocercal means 2 lobes of equal proportion are present in caudal fin. Next, skeleton is made of bones, and next, lateral line sense organs are present in labio rohita. Come to Rana tigrina, belongs to phylum Chordata and class Amphibian. See its features. Number 1, the body is bilaterally symmetrical with head and trunk. There are 2 nostrils situated on either side of the head. Next, eyes bulging upward without eyelids and covered with a thin membrane called nictitating membrane. Eardrum or tympanic membrane is present behind each eye. Next, the trunk bears 2 pairs of limbs. The hind limbs are webbed and are longer than 4 limbs. Come to next, sexes are separate. Males have vocal sacs located a little behind the mouth. Come to next organism, Hemidactylus. It is a common house lizard. It belongs to phylum Chordata and class Reptilia. See its features. Number 1, body is differentiated into head, trunk and tail. It is covered with minute epidermal scales. The head is triangular in shape, containing eyes, nostrils and external ear openings called tympanum. Forelimbs and hind limbs are provided with adhesive vacuum pads and clawed digits. The tail is ringed and fragile. It can easily be broken and is generated again. This is known as autotomy, and it is an insectivorous animal. Next organism is Columba pigeon. It belongs to phylum Chordata and class Aves. See its features. Number 1, the body is divisible into head, neck, trunk and tail. It bears grey colored feathers. Next, a short and stout beak is present and there are no teeth. The forelimbs are modified into wings that help in flying, and the hind limbs are short with perching mechanism. There are 4 digits, of which 3 are directed forward and 4th one is backward. Body is streamlined and light due to the presence of air cavities in the bones. Such bones are called as pneumatic bones. Come to next organism, Oryctolagus cuniculus, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia. It is a rabbit. See its features. Body is divided into head, neck and trunk and small bushy tail. Body is covered with soft white hair called fur. Head bears a pair of eyes, a pair of long pinnae, a pair of nostrils and a mouth. Sensitive hair or vibrissae are present on upper lip, and upper lip is cleft in the middle. This type of lip is called as hair lip. Forelimbs are short and used for digging, while hind limbs are long and used for running. Now, watch the diagrams which you have to draw in your practical notebook. Draw these diagrams with sharp pencil. Amoeba Hydra, liver fluke, Ascaris, earthworm, Leech, Prawn, silk moth, honeybee, Pilar, starfish, shark, rohu, frog, lizard, pigeon and rabbit. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for staying with me. Subscribe the channel to get the information about my new video. Thank you so much.